Travis Challier with head men's volleyball coach Ryan Booher. Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
It's almost that time of year. Volleyball season right around the corner. Starts here on Friday. Been practicing a lot in the fall, playing scrimmages, and then a couple weeks here this spring after coming back from break. How's the team been looking? How's everyone coming together here so far?
I think we've had a lot of practices, and we're getting to the point of the season where it's fine-tuning things, and the team's looking really well. We only have 13 guys, so we're trying to stay healthy as well as improve our skills in the same aspects. But the team's coming together really well. They're starting to act like a team and play like a team.
Yeah, is there anyone that has maybe caught your eye since coming back this spring that you maybe didn't expect to come out that well, but it's looking pretty well and might be earning some time?
I'm really impressed with our three freshmen, Nick Drucker, Jeff Sprayberry, and Sean Lumen. They've been a great addition to our group. And then having Stephen Brown, a senior, come back from injury last year where he redshirted, I think he's been a great surprise to see how well he's come back. Yeah,
you mentioned from last year too, you got a lot of firepower coming back, especially at the hitter position with all-conference Nick Sorowski and Eddie Mushikian, who were freshmen, sophomore, young guys last year coming back for this year. How's that competition going on the outside? It's got to be nice to have a couple guys like that coming back.
It does. They garnered a lot of experience last year, and I feel like they can add to it, and they just keep improving because they are young. Mushikian's just a junior this year, and Sorowski's a redshirt sophomore, and then you add Sprayberry and Steven to the mix to have on the outsides. You have a lot of experience, and you just have a lot of depth to actually pull from.
Yeah, a lot of options for the setters to go to as well. And then going in the middle, senior Mason Kastner kind of headlines that group, led the team in blocks, led the team in attack percentage last year, and he's joined by Matthew Lychuk and then a couple young guys, a freshman and sophomore. How's that group coming up? And I'm sure they're teaching the young guys too.
They are. Mason has taken it a role upon himself to be a leader, and especially an offensive threat as well as a big block. And Matthew Lychuk, who we call Vegas, is always steady. He's very consistent. He does good things. He's a solid block. And then with Chris Gerber and Adrian Besson being a freshman and Gerber being a sophomore, they push those two to where at any time I feel like with the depth we have at middle, we can put any four on the court, any two of the four, and still be in good shape.
Yeah, it's nice to have a couple of older guys to teach young guys and help start off their careers, I guess you could say. Then at setter, Matthew DeLong comes back after splitting time last year. And then a freshman, you mentioned Nick Drucker. That's an interesting one there too. A couple, a junior and then a freshman coming in. How's that battle going?
Both of them have different qualities to their games that are different. DeLong has more of the experience, and Drucker is a very athletic freshman. At any time, I think either one of them have confidence putting on the court and running our team. They both have great leadership skills, and like I said, there's just a little difference between them, but also that they can do the things that we need them to do.
Is that something as a coach, a couple different styles, that's kind of you feel out a match and go, oh, this style's playing better today, is that a good thing, or how do you feel about that?
No, I feel like it's a good thing, because if somebody's just having one of those days off, you feel like you have confidence in putting the other person in, and they can run the team like you want it to be run.
Yeah. And then defensively, big shoes to fill in Jeremy Funk, who graduated, had a illustrious career here at King. A couple of sophomores trying to fill that role in Nathan Valley and Chandler Wallman. How's that battle going between the two of them?
Both very hardworking individuals. Chandler is a good libero, and I think he will be for many years. And Nathan's has really developed. He's come along a lot this past year in his development. He's pushing Chandler as well as they're both competing in another incident where I have no problem putting either one of them in the game and feeling like they both have different contracts and styles, but they both will help our team when they're on the court.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of options around, which is always good to have, especially you deal with injuries here and there, but hopefully don't have to deal with that going forward. Season starts, like I said, on Friday. Start with 3 straight home matches, actually. How much does that help not having to travel, but staying here at home and kind of especially some of the young kids, get their feet wet and kind of get into the season?
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think with a sort of a young team that we have, not many seniors, we do have experience, but it's nice to start out here at home and not having to go on the road and face those, little things that, can cause you to start off a bad season. We get to start at home, we get to have our home crowd here, and get our comfort zone started before we head out on the road.
Yeah, that's awful nice. It starts on Friday. You play University of Charleston from West Virginia, and then Quincy University from Illinois, I believe, on Saturday. What are you looking to see this weekend and gain out of the first couple of games?
I just want to see our team sort of gel together. It's a new environment. We've just scrimmaged or we've just practiced, so now it's live action. This counts. and I want to see how we react to that, especially Quincy's a solid MIVA team, and that's going to be a challenge for us. And then after we play them, the next week we go play Belmont Abbey, who is conference, and they're looking to rebound from a down year. And then University of Charleston's first-year program, so of course they're going to go out and try to win their first ever match, and that's against us. So we want to try to see how we react to certain things thrown our way.
Yeah, it'll be a great start here. That's Friday night against Charleston at 7 p.m., followed by Saturday night at 8 p.m. against Quincy, which is always a good one. I think we played 5 sets or something with them last year. A couple good matches here and then up there too. So come on out, check them out if you haven't been out here last year or in the past. Thanks for joining us, and good luck this year.
Appreciate it. Thank you.